Hi, this is Courtney Harris with the Harris Music School, and today I want to talk to you about mouthpieces. This is a hot topic and a very lucrative industry. Mouthpieces. For trumpet players, we can go through a number of mouthpieces in that search for the one.
It's 23 hours.
It's 23 hours, 2300 hours, military time. Thank you, MacBook. Okay. The mouthpiece industry. As trumpet players, myself included, I went through a number of mouthpieces searching for the one that was very comfortable, and in my career I have found a couple of mouthpieces that worked for me for a certain period of time, and when that time expired, I felt myself in that search again. As I developed as a player, as I wanted to do different things in my playing, I found myself searching for the right feel, the right comfort level, just a total overall likability factor with the mouthpiece. I want to show you my collection that has diminished. If we see here, okay, what we have here, I'll just go off and name what they are, and talk to you a little bit more about what's going on here. Alright. Okay, this here is a Shilky 6A4A heavy. It's the big mouthpiece of the Shilky line. And this is a Shilky 6A4A. This is a Trent Austin 5-27. This is the mouthpiece that comes with the Taylor trumpet there. This is a Yamaha mouthpiece. This is size 11. This is actually my first mouthpiece. Played on it for the majority of my high school years, 9th through 12th grade. This is a Shilky 13B. This is a Jet Tone Model A, Symphony Model A, that I use for cornet. This is the Bobby Shoe flugel piece. This is the little mouthpiece for marching band. And, you know, it doesn't get hot, doesn't get cold. And so what is this? That I've never used, by the way. And this is a Dennis Wick 5E. This is a Shilky 9C4, Shilky 13A, 4A, Shilky 11A. Now you notice there's a lot of Shilkys. That's because these are the mouthpieces of choice that I've used prior to the last 2 years, or no, prior to the last year. I used them for about 3 or 4 years exclusively. I tried the 6A4A. It was nice, but I actually love the 13A, 4A, 13B for concert band jazz work, 13A, 4A for lead type stuff. But after a while, I felt the 13 was a little big, so I went to the 6A, 4A. And this piece right here, I use exclusively. I do a lot of playing in churches and commercial work. Prior to the Shilkys, I used exclusively for about 3 or 4 years the Warburton series. The 4s, I use the 4s, the 5s, and the 6s. And now today, for the past, I'll say, year and a half or year or so, I've been using Dennis Wick. Completely love the Dennis Wick. It does everything I need. I use it for classical, jazz, legit, pop, whatever the situation, whatever I want to do, that's the piece I use. And I have it in my horn here. There's also the gold or the silver plating factor. For my body type, the gold is just more comfortable. I'm using the Dennis Wick 4X in gold plating along with the booster. I have a thing for the heavier mouthpieces, and this piece is phenomenal. I do all lead work. I do warming up, classical, multiple tonguing, triple tonguing, etc. I use this exclusively. It is very nice. I think it fits very well with my Taylor here. Alright, and this one last piece here. This here is my case. If you're like me and you do have a number of mouthpieces, they don't make a traditional mouthpiece pouch that will hold all of your mouthpieces. I do have this one that holds 3 that I just have one in, or 2. I keep my main piece and a spare just in case. But here, this right here, this is, I'll give you a little tip. This is from Menards. You probably can find it at any hardware store, but I use this as a mouthpiece case. It'll hold more than 6, but if you just want to line them up in here as such, you see the smaller cornet and flugel pieces you can line up with 2, and even the average size mouthpiece you can put 2 in. So you see I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 pieces in this one case. You don't have to worry about nicks, dents, or anything else like that. Another note about your mouthpieces: it's a good market for resale. If you're keeping your stuff in good shape, as I do, the only thing I have is insertion marks. There are no damages, nicks, scrapes, scuffs to the actual face of the mouthpiece. Completely round here. So this case, I would recommend getting you a case like this. It's better than this. You know, even if I were to drop this, there's a possibility of getting damaged. Here, it's in this case. It's not going to get damaged. Yeah, so that's about it. Also, these pieces that I have that I no longer play on, they are available if you're interested. You can send me a message, hit me on Twitter at HarrisMusic79, or you can find me on Facebook, Courtney Truly Committed Harris, or you can subscribe and send me a message if you're interested in any of these pieces that I no longer use. I am looking to get rid of them. Anyhow, that's my spiel on mouthpieces. Once you find one, you stick to it. There's another thing also I want to tell you, is that when you are searching for your mouthpiece, you have to give the mouthpiece time. The mouthpiece and your body, they have to work together. You have to get accustomed to the piece, and it's not going to happen instantaneously. You're going to have to go through whatever your normal routine is. If you're doing the warm-ups, like one of my other videos you can find about warming up, you have to give yourself time. I would say a minimum of about 2 weeks to work into that piece. Initially, it's going to work just like everything else you're doing with your whatever the piece you're playing on primarily. But after a couple of days, you're going to notice a change with the piece, whether it be good or bad. If there's something that attracted you to that mouthpiece, you have to give yourself time to work into it. Just one day is not enough time to see if that mouthpiece is going to work for you. Initially, with the piece that I have, the 4X, I played on it for about 2 days. I liked it, but my upper register wasn't speaking as it did prior to with the 6A4A, which I played on, as I said, for a couple years in the Shooky line. I continued to press through it because I love the sound that I was getting in combination with my horn and some of the exercises that I was doing and my music. So I stuck with it, and it is phenomenal. I love this mouthpiece. I need to get a backup. I like to have a backup just in case. So I'll play just a little bit of something here. This is a little polka medley, and then I'll play something else for you. Okay, that's a little standard repertoire, classical type genre, if you will. And just do some spiciness here. It speaks. It does what I want. It gives me the sound that I want, that I like, and I can switch back and forth without switching the mouthpiece for whatever style that I want to do. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about mouthpieces, any recommendations based on what you're currently playing, please ask and I will get back to you ASAP. Also, remember, these are available if you are interested. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. Bless you.